going on, everybody? Dogman Dan here. Warframe. Okay, so I got a big question to ask everybody, and please do feel free to leave them in the comments what you're gonna do. Um, excuse me. So where I'm at, we got the War Within coming, right? I just finished taking care of my setting the junction stuff. It is all up and completed, easy peasy, no problem. I shouldn't say that, but it's done. Okay, so I'm prepared there now. Preparing with what I'm gonna use. I'm not fully sure. Okay, so. I know I want to use, again, I'm sorry. I want to use my Oberon. That's my frame. That's the guy I'm going to use, okay? Above all, right? And you guys know that. But I'm still in the realm of everything else. So I'm going to use Oberon. I'm going to have Helios with me, of course. Obviously, going to have my dude. You know, because he's part of the story anyway, my dude. But everything else is kind of in the air. And now I just saw a picture the other day, which if I remember, post it, had an image of the War Within that had Arcwing in it. So now that means I've got to have my Arcwing stuff prepped up as well. So I know my Warframe. I know my Sentinel. I'm still in the air on my choice of weapons. And I know my Arcwing is going to be its all, because that's the one I've spent the most time on, and it's the one that I know how to use, and it fits me, right? Sorry about that. I hit my mic. And I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the two weapons yet, but I think I'll probably have my Imperator Vandal. And, gosh. The Centaur, I think, maybe as my melee for, because it's pretty much like the best melee out there, but not 100% sure yet. So I'm curious what you guys are going to load yourselves out with. I mean, obviously, other than fashion, which means I'm going to have to come up with a really good design before the War Within as well. Obviously, utilizing the Night Owl's colors, but I have to come up with some really good color schemes on all of it for fashion, right? So there's that as well, but I'm curious because I'm kind of stuck in the air what I want to do in terms of, you know, primary, secondary, melee, I think, at this point for my main stuff. I've got so many choices because I like so many different weapons, and I've got so many different ones set up that I could go almost any way, really. You know, even in the back of my head, I was thinking Brat and Vandal. Like, that'd be freaking awesome to take my Brat and Vandal, right? But I think if I were to do the Brat, it's probably Brat and Prime. I mean, though I could go with my Vacor Heck, which is loaded, you know, out the way I love the thing and just blast through. But then again, that may not be the appropriate thing to take on the mission because we don't know all this stuff yet. Maybe Boltor Prime. I'm sorry, not Boltor Prime. The Telos Boltor, because that's the other main weapons that I really like. For me, for my style, when it comes to like syndicate melee or syndicate weapons, primaries. But I haven't figured out my secondaries and my melee. So I mean, I could always do something like the full Vacor family. You know, I could always go with the Vacor Heck and the melee and the Vastin. Is it the Vastin? I don't know. You know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. Like, there's a million different ways I could go. I'm just curious what everybody else is going to do. Just out of curiosity, maybe it'll give me some ideas. But, I mean, I could go with so many different things. And I'm going to pack Clem, too, just in case. Because Clem needs to show up, you know. I mean, depending upon the type of thing that you're doing, why not have Clem have a cameo, right? I mean, he should always have a cameo. Because there are dual Grakatas. And then there's that, too. Like, I could take my twin Grakatas, because they just rock. So I don't know. Give me your thoughts, if you will. I'm curious, because we're only days away now from this actually happening. And so it's one of those things I've got to have everything prepared that when I, like, log off on, let's say, Tuesday, if I don't get logged back on and the update happens on Wednesday, I need to be all prepped up and ready because you're going to load right into it. And the same thing is, if it doesn't happen on Wednesday, let's say it's delayed to like Thursday or whatever for the release, then, you know, I need to make sure that I'm all prepped up and ready for it. So now I've got to decide what I want to do while I'm running around playing this game, doing a million other things. Anyway, share your thoughts, please. And I'll catch you guys soon.